So how'd you like Ennis Cantor's game tonight?
I thought he was great. I thought he did a great job giving us energy from the time he stepped on the floor. Playing smart and big inside. I thought he made some great moves on the offensive end. He got some offensive rebounds, gave some second opportunities there. Made some great passes. We've been talking about the over and in when they front one of our bigs, and he and Derek they both threw one to each other, which is great to see. The two guys growing in the games.
How pleased were you by the overall domination of your bigs? Just
the
offense rebounds.
That's the way that's who we are. That's where we generate our offense from, and we want to go inside, and we're load. I mean, most teams have a difficult time dealing with inside. I was happy with the fact that we stayed in it and try to make them stop us inside. So the guys did a good job of staying within the system.
Ty, you're holding the 35% shooting from the floor.
It's tough. You know what? I thought our defense was good for the most part. A guy like Monte Ellis and Brandon Jennings going to create a lot of problems for you. I thought the guys on those two guys did a good job initially and made them work for everything they got. And then had Paul playing a three a little bit, trying to chase Dunleavy around. For the most part, did a good job. And, it was a good team defensive effort tonight.
How big has Alec been filling in for all the injured point guards?
Well, it's been huge. It's been huge for us. If he wasn't able to do what he's been doing, we'd be in quite a bind right now. But, for him to step in and play point guard minutes as he have, and been able to get the ball up the floor and be effective doing it by getting it, being able to attack some or getting it down to get us in our offensive sets and play off of that. So, he's doing a tremendous job for us.
Ty, one of the things with the point guard by committee, you've talked about getting the ball up the floor quickly. Yeah. How pleased are you with Alec getting it? Does he still have room to improve there, or do you like the pace?
He does. He has room to improve, but for a guy that's not used to playing a position, he's doing a good job for us. And it's different for him, man. And, it's a lot of pressure because we want him to get up the floor quickly. We don't want him to make bad decisions getting it up the floor, and then they want to try and attack to pull back to execute the offense. And it's a different feel from what he's used to doing. But you know what? You got to give him a lot of credit. He's been stellar in the position for us.
Like tonight, where Ennis, only misses one or two shots, but then 2 games ago in Portland, he was 0 of 7 or something like that. What is that? Just his youth and kind of coming along? Yeah. He'll have good games, he'll have bad games.
Yeah, I mean it's part of the NBA, man. It's 82 games and you travel on different nights and they get different schemes, and some nights the shot's not going to fall as you want them, but as long as he's taking good shots, he's working hard, which he's continuing to do, and he's showing a lot of growth in some areas on the defensive end, on offensive execution, passing the ball. He's just going to continue to get better because he works really hard.
Does tonight make you feel like you can go forward and get these 4 guys the time you wanted to get?
Well, the time they want, because I don't know, because they all want to play 48 minutes. So, but which is good. Which is a good thing. They work to be in shape to play a full game, and that's what we want. I can't always give them that, but I feel great about all the guys that we have on this team and putting them on the floor. And they've been tremendous about dealing with the minutes that they've been able to get, the lack thereof at times, but staying ready when they get an opportunity to be ready to go. And that's what we're going to need to continue to do to continue to be effective as a team.
You led by double digits most of the second half. You win by 14. There was no drama. Are you really comfortable with that? You haven't had a lot of that lately.
Well, it didn't feel like any drama for you. These guys can score a lot of points in a short amount of time. So, until it's over, you don't know, because you start with the 2 guys, and Jennings and Ellis. They can score a lot, but then the perimeter guys get stuff off of what they do. So, you got to make sure that we finish games off. And I thought for the most part tonight we did the right things and kept them at bay. But I didn't feel comfortable until it was over.